All right, let's get into some things. We have a lot to talk about. I want to talk about some things. It's time to load up this power pack. Okay? It's time to be in rare form on today. Praise Jesus. All right. I'm tired of this church. I am sick and tired of this church. So earlier this week we had Miss Kim Burrell. Y'all already know how I feel about Miss Kim Burrell. I'm not a fan of her. I'm not, whatever. Yeah, she has great talent, nice voice, woo woo. But she's an ass. I'm sorry. She is. She gives that very nice, nasty church mother energy. And those type of people, they really turn me off when it comes to churchgoers and the congregation and stuff like that. But this is what she said this week.
Is when I say thank you. It's a solo. God's using me. Don't sing with me right now. Lord, I'm singing alone now. You, ma'am, with that mask. Let that mask work for you. I'm singing alone. Lord, I'll be back. No, I'll call on you when I'm ready. Thank.
And she responded this week, talking about how she really is so rude, Serena. Like, well, I mean, rude. Okay. Oh Lord, not Evil Lee. Yes, I like that. I'm calling Evil Lee from now on. My issue with Kimber, my issue with this, and I get it. I understand that there's some people who, especially praise and worship leaders, who want to make sure that they're ushering in the spirit and stuff like that. But my thing is that if you're focusing on that, if you're focusing on ushering in the spirit, and you're focusing on setting the atmosphere, which is one of the main jobs of the worship leader, if that worship leader / minister of music, whatever, if that is your job, why are you focusing on other people joining in and getting into their praise? Maybe you're bringing them in. Maybe you're bringing them into the spirit. You shouldn't be distracted by other people singing. Number one, maybe the audio is not loud enough for you. Maybe you need to get some in-ear monitors. Maybe the monitors are not loud. There's always an issue with some people's monitors, some churches' monitors. Secondly, that's number one. Number two, if I'm a paid church going member, a tithing member, you ain't gonna tell me how I need to worship. You're not. At all. Dr. Holt says she looking real sick in the face. The Lord that's here no there. My point is, at the end of the day, you're not going to sit there and tell me how to worship and tell me to shut up or be quiet while I'm worshiping the Lord. I'm not there for you. That's the problem. People are on that stage trying to be there to have a show instead of actually coming there to worship. I'm tired of this church. I'm tired of this type of church. That's my opinion on that. Let's move on. Next up, this Negro, Bishop J. Drew Shear. Now, I was going to leave this to Darrell Walter. Shout out to Darrell Walter, who is one of our actually is our church vlogger. Okay, and Walt B, because they cover those type of things. And also shout out to King Jives. I was going to leave this to them. But there's a reason why I want to play this. Okay? Because it leads into my last thing that came up today. Check it out. This is what he said.
A saint trying to operate in the world with sinners is like a man trying to be a woman.
Oh my God. That's good, Bishop. Yeah. That's good, Bishop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Let me tell you how that happened. A man that's trying to be a woman, he throws his hands too much. A man trying to be a woman, he claps like
Let me tell you something, Drusilla. I have a problem with you because you not that far off from whispers, honey. Okay? I don't know what your problem is. You've been having problems ever since you've been appointed, girl. And I don't know what your problem is, but you need to chill the hell out. Because half your congregation, if not 75% of your congregation, is some of those people that you keep making fun of. That's why this church is going down. That's why this type of church doing is going down. That's why this type of church doing is why people are leaving in droves. People were blaming COVID. No, people use COVID as an excuse to not go to your church anymore because you're full of crap. Because they got tired of being beaten down and disrespected. And Karen, girl, I heard you. That's what I think. I heard you, girl. When your wigs don't come, when your wigs start drying up, don't say nothing. Don't be mad. Allegedly, Dr. Ho, I can't put that up there. Dr. Ho said, I got to run back to schoolhouse to pick up something, but I know you're going to talk. Oh, yes, I am. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, we're going to get to her behind right now. Because this morning, I woke up in such a good energy. Okay? I woke up praising my good Jesus. I woke up just really excited about the day. It's Friday. I don't have no photo shoots or video shoots this weekend. I get to relax. Y'all know I'm an organization and clean freak, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean tomorrow. I do have to film, but it's my own stuff for Kwame Speaks. Okay? Hear this heifer come up. I open up my Instagram. First thing that pops up is this heifer. Now, Juanita, you've already... Hold on. Juanita, we've already been allegedly watching you because you came up breaking last week about some alleged embezzlement. And we haven't heard hide nor tail about that since. So we still looking at you real side-eye, girl. But then you want to come up and start some other mess and saying this. This is what she said.
Because we wearing our pants too tight. Them little bitty suits is worrying me. Them ones that's hot waters that's cut all up in here so we can count how many you got down there. Something is wrong. Little jackets that's too little, look like you just put on Lil Ray Ray's clothes or something and came to church. I'm not hearing y'all talk to me. To the point, even your little dance scare me. The way you shout scare me. Your knees too close to be a man. Oh, I'm not getting nobody to talk to me right now. Maybe I got to look down here on the monitor because let me get tipping when you shout. Open up your legs and shout like a man. Y'all better come over here and say something. Y'all up here shout like girls and the women shout like dudes. Yeah. Close your legs up, you a woman. Where is our difference? The Bible said put a difference. A difference.
Juanita, I have a question for you. When you go down on the ladies, do you spread your legs? Do you shout in tongues? Because you're not gonna sit here. You're not gonna sit. And that last part about you coming after the women's girl. Allegedly, the women's been following you. Allegedly. So while you're one of those people, you're one of those self-hating gays. Allegedly, you're one of those self-hating gays that sits there and goes in the back after you done read and you started bashing gays from the pulpit, and you go to the back with your armor bearers, okay, and then you go to the back and get plowed, or you do plowing, or you munch crunch for the girls, because you over there dagging, girl. dagging. And you sitting here, this is what I am tired of this church. I am sick and tired of the Juanita Bynums, of the Bishop J. Shears, whatever your name is, girl. I'm tired of the Kim Burrells. Y'all, I'm tired of y'all when you have nothing else to talk about. When we have so much in the Bible. There are churches that literally teach about the Bible because there's so many stories that we can talk about. So many things and aspects of life that we can talk about. But you choose to bash people constantly. And then you wonder why your church is dying out. You wonder why young people don't want to come to you. You wonder why people are turning away. And what you're doing, let me take you down because I'm tired of looking at you, girl. What you're doing is you are pulling people away from God because they're going to associate, in their hurt, they're going to associate you with their relationship with God. You are doing a disservice to God. While you're sitting here collecting your little checks, girl, while you're sitting here, it's disgusting. And then you wonder why people don't want to deal with y'all. You want this new generation, they can't. We're tired of the same old okie doke. That's why nobody wants to go to your church. That's why nobody wants to go to church, period. And what's sad is that this does a disservice to those churches that are actually doing the work of the Lord. This does a disservice to actually, because it paints a broad brush over those who are actually teaching the word of God, who are actually teaching God's love, who are actually teaching the message of Jesus. That's what it's doing a disservice to. But you want to go ahead and play church. A lot of y'all want to sit there and keep it how it used to be. And how it used to be doesn't work anymore. We're tired of y'all saying the same thing over and over again. And it's not even expected anymore. But what we won't do, what I won't allow, is people to get hardened up by it, to get numb to it, like they deserve to be bashed from the pulpit. Not my Jesus. That's not how my relationship with my God is. You're not going to defame the word of the Lord. You're not going to defame God's love for his people because you don't like what's going on, because you hate what's inside of you, because you hate you have a self-hating mentality. You want to go ahead and project that onto everybody else. Just come out, Juanita. Come out the closet. Because you've been doing this for years. I don't know what gay man attacked you or hurt you, girl, but you are really coming after the homosexuals. And J. Sheard, you were way too accurate on those mannerisms, honey. It seemed like that wasn't practice, honey. We know about beards, honey. Don't go there. Don't go there, because there's a time. That's why there's certain people that have shut up and stopped doing the whole gay bashing, because they don't want their secrets to come out. Because you can't go and do your thing and bash people on Sunday, but then the night before you would get bending and tooting and booting and getting yourself plowed out all over Kingdom Come. We're tired of it. Grow up. Let it go. There's so much to talk about in the world. There's so much to talk about in everything. And you're sitting here making it like it's just ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous to me at this point. There's no purpose in you doing all of this. So either you are doing this to drum up attention for yourself because you have low tithing, or you just genuinely are a self-hating, self-deprecating bastard. Because nobody's bothering you, girl. It would be one thing if somebody came up on stage and snapped and snapped and smacked, okay? That would be one thing. But you came out of left field. I think you always come out of left field. Why do you care what somebody else is wearing, and why are you associating that with their sexuality. There are a lot of metrosexuals out there who are cisgender heterosexual men. But you need something to talk about. But I promise you one thing, you better be careful how much you talk, because then people will start talking about you. And it may not be in the way that you like. And then when it does happen, I'm just going to say this. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's not my relationship with God. That's not the relationship that a lot of these people have. And then you wonder why there's so many people that are so church hurt, they refuse to come back to the church. And refuse. It gets to you, those bloods, those souls on your hands. People who are leaving, and not just the church, because I don't care if you go to the church or not. It's your relationship with God. It's your relationship. Listen to me very clearly. I don't care if you go to a brick and mortar building or not. I don't care if you watch it on virtual. I don't care if you listen to it on the radio. That has nothing to do with your relationship with God. And for those who are church hurt, and for those who have been hurt by these pastors and these preachers and these wannabe men and women of God, those souls are on your hands. Juanita Bynum, Bishop Drew Sheard, everybody else that has been talking, Kim Burrell, that have pushed people away from God. Those souls are on your hands. Let that sit in your shots, Ashanda. Whew. My bad, y'all. I was in a rage when I saw it. I'm sorry. Let's see what the people say. Go wash your sheets, girl. You clearly need some meat, ginger ale crackers, and go lay down. I know that's right. Keith says, coming for Granny McCrae. Listen. Dr. Holt says, honey, I can't say what I want to, but girl, you know, you out here pushing out like it's next month. Maybe if someone opened yours, you wouldn't be so angry. That's what I'm saying. Yes, it's very sad, Serena. Swallowed. You too, girl. You said some stuff back in the day. And you said something recently about freaks. He has nothing to offer because he is not in the word or prayer. That's what I'm saying. Right. And see.